one outside of my husband and Erika Kirk has the power to shut me up right now.
Stop.
Erika said, stop. No.
She was our darling. America flattered. A black person who knew that everyone mattered. She scoffed at the race bait. She didn't burn things against violence and riots, just like Reverend King. Then something happened. She read this red book. Some were alarmed at the direction that her content took. She talked MKUltra and the CIA's work. She then peddled theories about poor Charlie Kirk. Has something happened? Has Candace changed? Did she drink the Kool-Aid? Is she completely deranged? The question, it lingers, and it is quite jarring. What happened, my friends, to our conservative darling? Candace Owens seems to be in headline after headline recently, at least if you navigate the parts of YouTube I usually navigate. And sometimes it's super interesting. I really enjoyed her conspiracy content, especially as it pertains to the dark history of the CIA. And I've actually decided that my next series, not including my usual content, is going to be a deep dive into some of Candace's wild theories. Because if you're like most normal conservatives, you have jobs and don't have time to watch hours-long Rumble and YouTube podcasts. So subscribe, hit that bell icon, and stay tuned if you want to watch those. On this channel, we will be diving into all things Candace Owens.
Who's that girl going down the street? It's Candace. Candace. She's the girl next door I'd like to meet. It's Candace.
But for today's episode, here's the deal. Candace is getting into dangerous territory. No, I'm not talking about her lawsuit with the Macrons. What I am talking about is what many conservatives are viewing as her beef with Charlie Kirk's wife, Erika Kirk. Candace seems to have spun a lot of theories about his death, which again, we may get into later, but here's what Erika Kirk had to say on a recent interview regarding some of the conspiracies being peddled on various platforms.
Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
And I know you might say, well, sure, Erika is telling people to quit with the tinfoil hat stuff, but she's not necessarily talking about Candace. And I don't know. Erika seems to be referencing a person. She specifically said hundreds of thousands of dollars are being made per episode, not per video or per stream, per episode. And quite frankly, there aren't that many figures who are discussing Charlie Kirk's death in this manner that have the type of audience to make hundreds of thousands of dollars per episode. It is quite likely, in my opinion, that this is referencing Candace Owens, and Candace Owens thought so too. In fact, before I was finished editing this video, some new stuff came out that cleared this up for us. Take a look.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
As you saw at the beginning of this video, Candace Owens has since refused to stop. And she hasn't explicitly said that Erika Kirk was involved in Charlie Kirk's death, nor has she accused her of any wrongdoing, but many of the conspiracy theories out there seem to at least hint that Erika Kirk had some sort of involvement, or was at least involved beyond what the US public widely knows. And I guess my question here is, what do you guys think about 2025 Candace Owens and everything relating to the Charlie Kirk conspiracies. Personally, I do think there is more to the case than meets the eye. I'm sure we can all agree on that, even if it just means that Tyler Robinson didn't act alone in the murder. And I will say, if Candace's conspiracies are correct, and that's a big if, we're completely screwed. Everyone in their mob is a Mossad agent. The weird thing here, at least for me, and this doesn't pertain to the Charlie Kirk conspiracies, but a lot of the other stuff that Candace Owens peddles ends up making quite a bit of sense. So beyond all of that, what's your honest opinion? I'm genuinely curious. Has Candace Owens gone too far? Do you think she already went too far? And if so, when do you think she did so? And do you put any stock into these Charlie Kirk conspiracies she's peddling? Here's a conspiracy theory of my own, and I don't even know if I believe it, just throwing it out there. Maybe Candace Owens is just milking this cash cow for as long as she can. She is getting a ton of money from this. But do you guys believe the conspiracies she's put out about Charlie Kirk's death? And if so, which one? We'll be diving into them more in depth later on after I do some research of my own. But another reason I made this video was to poll you guys about a project I'm going to be doing here on this channel, where when I tackle Candace's wild conspiracy theory, and we are going to assess purely for entertainment purposes exactly how believable all of them are, not just the Charlie Kirk ones, but everything else. So let me know in the comments, do you think Candace went too far this time? And be sure to hit that subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. I'll catch you guys next time.